Mark Thompson here, formerly of Mark and Brian. You're listening to the M25 show, which kind of sucks. Mine are good. Mark and Linda, Daddy versus Daughters. But since you're listening anyway, here it is, the M25 show.
All right. Welcome back to the M25 show. My name's Albert.
My name is Eddie.
I'm Melissa.
And I'm Steve.
See what happens when Melissa misses? Just throws everything off.
Yes, I know.
I'm always after Eddie. I know he got all starstruck because I was back.
I was hoping he wasn't getting choked up again with the national anthem.
Right.
He was getting choked up, all right. Oh, man. Good morning, everybody.
Apparently, we got two members sick, so
yeah, we got two wheels on this car
that are flat,
almost flat. But you know what? We're here.
The tire pressure is low.
That gave me something I wanted to talk about later. But before we get our guest on, I might as well just bring it up. People that work, of course, in the workforce. Some people work at desk, office jobs. Some people work at jobs that are hard labor,
breaking rocks,
whatever, just straight hard labor. Now, when people are sick, let's say they got, really sick, got the flu or whatever, or Taiwan flu, whatever it is, they got bad sickness, right?
What's a Taiwan flu?
A lot of people can work through their job when they're sick, but I think there's a difference, sick or hurt or whatever. Maybe you're a little injured or something, whatever it is. But if you go to an office job, I think it's a little bit easier. I mean, it's no fun versus if you go to a job that's hard labor and you're like, you're half dead and then you got to use all your muscles and all this. And I like how people put that in order, like, oh, okay, well, you can run up to the store to get medicine, but you can't come to work to break blocks all night. Well, you're damn right. I could go, yeah, but there's a difference. You go to work and work 8 hours, busting.
Breaking your body, sweating.
Now, if you go to an office job and not taking away anything from office workers, they use their brains, and that's great. That's what it's for. You go to school, you got your brain. You don't have to do that hard labor, and you still feel awful. And, it's best to take it off anyway, to take care of yourself. But I think there's a difference. And I don't know if you all agree with me, but I always hear people, oh, if you could do that, then you could go to work. And depending on what you do for work, I would imagine, right?
Yeah. Well, my work, I can tell you, I'm a desk job.
Okay.
Lucky.
Because we're on well, sometimes.
It's not always.
It's mentally exhausting. There's physical exhaustion and there's mental exhaustion. So both, we both get it. Because we were communicating on the phone, we're communicating with in my field, tenants, with the public. my boss doesn't let us come to work. If we sound sick, we can't come to work. Number one, she doesn't want us getting everybody in the office sick because there are only 3 of us. 2, because we sound sick over the phone. And when you answer the phone, you sound sick, and they're going to be like, why are you at work? It's why you're sick. You know, the whole C thing is coming back. Yeah, exactly. I need money, and I don't want to use my sick time for a stuffy nose. But I mean, and then physically, you know, it's not healthy. If you're a hard labor worker, it's not healthy to be working while you're sick, because your immune is already down and you're more susceptible to getting hurt.
You're wearing yourself out. And I mean,
you're never going to get better.
You know, that's
a
lot of times. I mean, if I got sick, you know, or people get sick, you know, you just lay in bed for a day or 2 and you're fine. I mean, you know, but you know, some people, my dad was like this. I mean, he would get sick and now he's going into work and he, you know, come hell or high water, and he'd be sick like for a whole week, maybe 2 weeks with a cold. You know, he didn't want to take a sick pay. He was an old school, you know, the old generation. You go to work, that's your responsibility, and you know, it would cost him a lot. So,
yeah.
Like I said, nothing wrong with going to work. If it's your body, if you want to suffer through it, it's okay. But the people that are out on the outside looking in, that you know, let's say you're sick, and let's say somebody calls out.
Somebody 8 hours.
Somebody calls out sick, and let's say you know, eventually you got to get out of bed and start moving around, because if let's say you take a day off work and you stay in bed all day and you know you rest. You know, you get that next day sore. You know, depending on what you have, if you have the flu, you get sore. If you're coughing, you have a sore tummy. You got to get up and start walking around, because you got to move. If you don't, you're going to be miserable when you go back to work. But people that are watching and comparing, oh, well, if you can walk 10 steps, then you can come to work for 8 hours and dig a mine hole. You know, it's like, it doesn't
build
make
a house.
sense.
Come on, you can do it.
And, you know, it just bothers me. It's always the people that are looking until they get sick. And then all of a sudden it's okay.
Or even allegedly get sick, and you know, you're not allowed to question them.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like I say, there's people that go to sick all the time and go to work, and there's nothing wrong with that if you can handle it. But sometimes, you know, your body just gets tired, and you're like, hey, you know what? I got to take a break. Or some people just, you're right. They'll call out sick just to take a day off. Whatever. Who cares? People that don't call out sick often. There's some out there that take advantage of it, but some people call out sick once every 5 years. You're going to question them. They're going to go, hey, are you really sick? You know, that's when they value you too much. It's like, you know what? Just go get the people that are calling out sick every week, you know?
Yeah.
But anybody out there that does that, just shut up. You know, mind your own business, go to work, do your own thing. It's like, listen, I don't like people that talk about people, you know, except for me when I talk about people. It's okay because I tell the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like our guest coming on. Very good. Brilliant actor, brilliant filmmaker. One of my favorite people. I don't know if you guys know who's coming on, but I feel bad sometimes. In the past, he's had some movies and we've had his co-stars on, and we didn't get him on, and I felt bad, Eddie, because he was part of the movies too.
He's part of the movie. You shunned him out.
No, I didn't. I don't know. He wasn't available, and I just
scheduling conflicts.
I didn't want him to think, oh, we didn't want him. We just wanted the other people. No, it wasn't like that. It's just he's a busy
scheduling
man.
conflicts.
He's a busy Eddie, and I sent you on your TikTok. Now that you're a big TikTok man, I sent you
influencer.
I sent you the promo videos so you can see who's on, so you can prepare. But you probably didn't, right?
I haven't been on it.
Alyssa, have you seen his TikTok where those girls bouncing around with the boobs and all that? He ain't got time to watch our guests.
Actually, he followed me.
Oh, you followed Alyssa, Eddie?
I think I did. Yeah.
But
like I said, the only time I watch it is on my lunch, and that's
late
sometimes not all the time.
The only time you watch it is late at night, Eddie.
3:30 in the morning.
There you go. All the secrets are coming out. Anyway, before we get to our guests, I want to wish Alyssa a very happy birthday.
Thank you.
It's almost over, huh?
She's been celebrating it
Yeah.
all month, and
All month long.
I'm very happy for her. I think it was.
Yeah.
Is it the 20th?
Yes,
Is your actual birthday?
it's my actual birthday.
But every day of September is your birthday
Yes,
because you're a special woman.
I am.
There you go.
I'm the queen.
Eddie,
Every
you
day,
didn't-
if you follow my Instagram or you follow me on Facebook, you'll see every day there's a post of something.
Exactly. Eddie, I'm very disappointed. You didn't even wish Alyssa a happy
I did
birthday.
wish you happy birthday.
He did,
No,
but off the air.
I did it verbally.
Oh, okay. Did he wish you one on our page? On our group
No.
page? Yeah, I noticed that. He didn't want to be together with us to wish happy birthday together.
Yeah.
That's fine if you want to go
Not
off on your
even-
own and
yeah.
wish her.
Our group
But-
text, nothing. Thanks, Eddie.
I don't, like I said, I'm not on social
You're embarrassed of us or
media.
what?
No, I'm not on social media that much.
You're not, like, if
It's
we all
the
got
group
naked
text.
together,
It's
you wouldn't
not
be
even
comfortable?
Social media.
We've known each other so long, Eddie. You should be able to walk naked around us and be okay.
I don't
Not that
think
we
so.
want to see it, but
I don't think so.
he doesn't want
I
to
don't
get in a
know.
group chat with us. All right, Eddie. Should we play the Star Spangled Banner again so Eddie can start choking
Getting
up?
emotional.
All right. Anyway, we'll be celebrating Alyssa's birthday throughout the show. And thank Alberto for putting this video, our new intro video together. Thank you. Very good,
Yes.
Alberto. Very proud of you.
You're welcome.
I really
He's a
like it.
talented man.
Yes.
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 I think we keep
He's
opening
the
things.
show's engineer.
It only takes like 10 years for him to open up a little bit, so you got to wait another 10 for something else to come through.
Listen, they don't hand these out, okay? So I earned mine.
There you go.
Oh,
Yes. Yes, that award is the biggest award of the year. And Alberto, he was even hand-delivered that award.
I hope to repeat the next ceremony. So
Well, let's hope so. We'll give it a good shot. All right, listen, we're going to bring our guest out now. You guys
All
remember Kipp Tribble? He
Yes.
was in the movies. Remember the
oh my
one
gosh,
when
what was it called? Not the show. The
Oh, here we go. Come on, Alyssa. Don't fail us, Alyssa.
the
the
shiny.
stay.
The
Shining?
Shining.
The stay.
The Stay. There you go. The
Oh, I
shit
had to
outta
think
here.
about it.
Or was that either to stay away or whatever?
Kip, you know what, Liz? You know what? Forget these jokers. I bought your movie, and it's sitting over here on my mantle. So you
I
know,
rented
The
it.
Shining and
I
The
did
Show.
pay-
Kip
I
is
did
still
pay
it's
to
still
watch
wrapped.
rent
Don't
it.
worry.
Kip's gonna
I
split. He's
rented
gonna
it.
say, "Forget these clowns." Alyssa, at least you remembered. That's cool. Eddie just went blank.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was gonna say "American Me" or something like that. I don't know what he was
Right.
gonna say. All right, we're gonna bring our guest out. Actor, filmmaker, and writer Kipp Tribble.
What's up, gang?
Hello, Kip.
Hello. Good
How
morning.
are you?
Good
I-
morning.
First of all, I'm sorry that a couple of you guys are under the weather.
Yeah.
But
No.
but I must say, you guys just packed in so much information just in a little bit of time. So much conversation already. You've talked about attendance to work. You've had some TikTok talk. We've got a belated birthday month here. Happy birthday
Thank you.
month.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys packed in a lot of stuff here. I'm impressed.
Kip, that's what we do. We pack.
That's what
it.
you do.
We pack.
And I'm repping. I'm repping
Oh,
today.
hold on.
Oh,
here.
look
Let's
at
blow
that.
this up here.
Nice.
there
That
you go.
deserves full screen right
There
there.
you go.
Hey, Kip, how you doing? Welcome back to the show. I hope you heard with all that stuff that we packed in that we wanted you on in the past when these other movies came out and it just didn't work out with the scheduling.
Yes.
I wanted to have you and Scott on and anybody else you wanted to bring, but I felt bad because, it's the opening of a movie and I was like, oh man, he needs to be here. And I understand, but I don't want you to think, oh, we just went on anyway. But
Oh, I know how it
unfortunately the
is.
show kind of has to go on and
Yeah, I mean, Scott always likes to hog the spotlight, so any way he can get me off the show.
yeah, that sounds about right. Sounds about right.
And he's got my T-shirt that you sent for me, and he keeps hoarding that too.
Yeah, you know what? I sent him a message and I think he's just keeping it.
Yeah,
He keeps saying,
probably.
I can't make it over there. He's probably
Right.
already shredded it.
He just doesn't want to wash the one that he has, so he just keeps rotating them. And, Yeah.
Okay, well, Kip's here is here today. You got some new stuff, right?
yeah, we had Rebroken came out a little bit earlier this year, and still pretty early in its release. And he got some stuff on the verge of coming out soon. No release dates yet, but Joe Baby, a film I produced last year with some pretty big heavy hitters. Had Hunt Club come out recently. Came out after the stay, or no, sorry, after Rebroken. Curse of Wolf Mountain came out right after that. And so yeah, Joe Baby's coming out. Karma's a Bitch is coming out. And yeah, and then I'm prepping to shoot a film at the end of this year.
Wow.
It's been steady.
Alyssa,
No,
Eddie.
no wonder we haven't been able to get him on.
I know he's got all these movies, and I was going through all these trailers that you sent me, Kipp, and I see some. I saw Mickey Rourke in one. I saw. Who else did I see? I saw
Harvey Keitel.
Harvey Keitel.
Yeah, Ron Perlman.
The
Mina Suvari.
The guy with the tattoo on his chest.
Danny Trejo.
That
was the second time I've worked with Danny. I worked with Danny back in 2015, and then yeah, Curse of Wolf Mountain. Danny came out for that too. He's great. He's a great guy. I worked with Tobin Bell on that one too, and again on Rebroken. And he's coming out with I think Saw 10 comes out this weekend. I think
tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And yeah, Tobin, great guys. You know, just legends really, and just really down to earth, good human beings.
Very cool. I'm gonna pull up Eddie because I know Eddie's. I sent him all the information he should have studied, and I know he's got a bunch of questions. So Eddie, got questions for Kipp?
Who's some of the actors that are hard to work with?
Oh,
bringing out the dirt.
No,
Eddie, this is what you came up with.
I can't do that. Come on. They're okay. I will say, yes, there absolutely are some, and I have worked with some, and recently, and it's there are some wonderful ones, and then there are some crazy stories that you hear, and some of those stories are true. I'm just going to say that because I can't name names. Come on, you know. You guys are trying to get me blackballed.
Just like everyday life, there's difficult people, and there's people that you can easily get along with.
Truly, you know, and it's interesting because you think sometimes that because of someone's stature and they've been around for decades, you know, and they've won awards and very well respected, that they would be the difficult ones. And that's not always the case. Some, yes, but for the most part, those have been all very pleasant experiences. And it seems to be some of the ones that don't have that background yet, and they're still trying to make their way, are the ones who sometimes are the most difficult. And I don't know if it's insecurity. I don't know if it's they think that they need to pretend to be that way. But you'll find that sometimes that oftentimes the case. You know, there's a professionalism there that's not quite there yet.
Yeah.
Kipp, you know, if Kipp would have asked me that question about our show, I wouldn't have hesitated to answer.
You would just name names.
Oh, I would have named names right off the bat.
Alyssa, all the way.
Alyssa, you got a question for Kipp? Or you know what, Eddie, do you want to redeem yourself? Hold on, Alyssa. I'm going to give Eddie one more chance.
Okay. Kipp, what goes into the process of the casting? Do you like when you planning to shoot the movie? Do you think this person could possibly be? What goes into that process?
Yeah, good question. So it kind of depends on the project. You know, if we're doing a lower budget indie film, which, you know, I've done many of those, it's a combination sometimes of just reaching out to friends and people and colleagues, people we've worked with before and people we respect, and you just offer them the role or ask them to read for it. And then also we will, you know, hold auditions for some roles. And then for the bigger movies, bigger films, we'll usually bring on a casting director, and the casting director will either cast the entire movie for us, or they'll just cast some of the, we call them the name actor roles, you know, so like a Mickey Rourke or someone like that. And then sometimes when we get those bigger roles, we won't even need a casting director, and we'll just reach out to an agent or manager that we know personally and ask them if, you know, we can get their client and negotiate, and that's how it works. But it kind of depends on the project, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Good job, Eddie. All right, Alyssa.
Yeah. Do you enjoy writing, acting, or producing filmmaking more than, you know, which one do you enjoy most? Or do they all feel equal because they have different?
Yeah.
They're all like in their own way. They're, you know, you like this one because of this, or you like this one because of that.
You know, I would say if I had to rank it, I mean, acting and writing are the top two. Acting, number one, I enjoy it the most. I would say writing is second, and the writing is probably the one that I feel most confident in.
Mhm.
But in enjoyment, like acting, and then writing, and then directing would be after that. I don't do it as often, and I'm kind of backing away and just doing it maybe once every 18 months because it's so all consuming. And producing would be last because just producing is just, I mean, come on. I mean, you guys produce your show. It's just so much
No, we
minutia
don't.
and just
Yeah.
so much BS, and you know, it's
Yeah.
there's a lot to it. I mean, certainly when you're developing it, it's fun. It's when you kind of get into the thick of it when you're just like, wow, you just can't wait for it to be over and get back to the fun stuff, which is just telling the movie and telling the story.
Mhm.
Very, very cool. Alberto, since you had that comment earlier.
Yeah, nothing gets produced here.
Yeah, we produce all right, but it's a mess of a production.
Hey,
I'm
it's still
done producing.
Any questions for Kipp, Alberto?
No, I think Eddie got my question. So
Okay, I got a question for you, Kipp.
Yeah.
Okay, I know when some of the movies you make, I think we talked about this before. You have Scott there, you have Michelle, and there's certain actors that you guys kind of get together on and do that. Is there any others coming out like that all you will be in again?
So we do have a film coming out that Scott and I did with the same director that directed Rebroken, Kenny Yates, and it's called Christmas Gamble. And that is we're in discussions right now, negotiations with distributors. So we'll hope to have an announcement soon as far as which distributor we're going with and what the dates are going to be for the release. I'm not in that one. I was producing another film, a Western, which I also forgot to mention, Place of Bones is coming out soon. So it's a Western with Heather Graham, who was very lovely, in case you're wondering.
Oh, yes.
And I was doing that in December, and it just jammed right up with the same dates of Christmas Gamble. So I wasn't able to be in the film, but I produced it and kind of went back and forth between the two. But Scott's the lead in that. A friend of ours named Jerry Artukovich, he wrote it, and Kenny Yates directed it. It's basically about a gambling addict who needs to make like 60 grand pretty quickly and discovers he can't lose a bet on Christmas. And so most of it takes place in a bar. We have Michael Madsen, Tom Arnold in that one, and they were a lot of fun. So that's coming soon. So
Very cool.
that's our next collaboration that we did.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
This writer strike and all this stuff going on. I hear there's some kind of things coming to an end, maybe, or can you tell us about this stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. Writer's strike officially ended at midnight yesterday. So that one is done officially. Our actor strike, we're going back to the table next week, which is a good sign. And the fact that the WGA strike, that's done and they negotiated. That's a good sign for the actor side of it because they were asking for some similar things, and we're hoping now that to get back to the table, we can all kind of get back to work here in the next couple weeks.
Very cool. What do you guys, Alberto, Eddie, and Melissa? What do you guys think about that strike? I mean, I don't even know the shows that we've been watching are they new? Are they even new, or are they just letting out what they've already had made?
Yeah, they could have been in the can, as they say.
So-
they were already made, and they're new to us, but I mean, they were already done.
So what would happen if this thing lasted a year and there was no more new stuff? We would just have commercials, or what would we do?
You're looking at old TV shows from the 80s, or a lot of reality.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the explosion in the reality shows. I think Kipp can say it was the previous strike. I think 2000. I forget how long ago.
Yeah, it's been several years. Yeah.
08 or something, I think, and that's when the reality shows really took off because allegedly there's no writing. I mean, I'm sure it's not completely real. There's a lot of things that are just staged, but
It's scripted a little.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
Alberto was saying something about reality shows. Can reality shows go on? There's some kind of writing involved in it.
There is, but yeah, they can. they can creatively get around that and say it's all unscripted. I mean, and it's, you know,
Yeah.
that's what we call it, unscripted TV. But as said
I mean-
here, it's not. You know, there's some scripted stuff.
It's not word for word, but I mean,
They
like I
write
said,
situations. They write situations for them, and yeah,
And then
But,
let 'em go.
things are
you know-
things are contrived by writers and then
exactly.
pushed on the participants of the show. You know,
I get
exactly.
it. It's like this
Yeah.
show.
And
basically.
what we heard is that you know, the studios had enough in the pipeline to carry them, you know, kind of into the middle of 2024. But you know, there's still going to be a gap now because there was no work for almost 150 days. So there will be some sort of gap, you know, somewhere. And a lot of the broadcast networks, they did, you know, they packed their schedules with reality shows, you know, and competition shows.
I heard ABC, the Disney company, you know, they do Monday Night Football on ESPN, and I heard that they were going to move them all to ABC, all the Monday Night Football games, just because they needed content.
Yeah.
You know? So, I mean, it's stuff like that. You know, either
Mhm.
you know, like that I wouldn't be surprised that, you know, hey, here's
get
the, you know, stuff that you see on streaming, your old shows from the 80s. You know, let's put them back on network TV. You know,
Right.
limited time only.
That'd actually be awesome.
Just
A lot of
reruns.
reruns, yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
guess that would have been cool. Not cool for people like Kipp and stuff, but I mean, it get people to watch reruns, I guess. But you could always watch them, really. If you could have movies from Kipp and all the other directors and filmmakers, and you could have reruns. You could have it all. You just got to
Yeah.
look.
You gotta look, yeah.
That's
And
it.
if you can probably find it somewhere. Yeah.
Yep.
You can, unless some. I don't want to get too nutty here, but some of today's generation wants everything handed to them on a plate.
Yeah.
And yes, you know,
That's for sure.
I mean, that's the truth. People don't want to hear it, but it is the truth. You know, they want it right there, right in front of them, handed to them, and if not, they turn around and walk out.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
go
that
somewhere else.
that's that TikTok generation that Eddie's pushing over there.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm not pushing. I just watch it.
It's at the forefront.
You know, I was listening to Kipp, Alyssa, and Eddie, and Alberto, and I see him wearing our hat, right? And I think it's very cool. And then I just figured it out. This is why Scott is a jealous guy. Very, very jealous. Because I got Scott a hat and I got Kipp a hat, right?
Yeah.
And I figured Scott's probably all, why did he send me two for one for Kipp? Why did he just send me one? So then I sent him a shirt, the new shirts, and I sent him two. One, I go, hey, can you please give one to Kipp? And he's probably just going, why are you doing this? I thought, you know, I was the main guy in the spotlight.
I was the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this? Kipp's all right. He's a nice guy and all, but you know what? I don't
Right.
want to be overshadowed.
Yeah. He likes grabbing that microphone, stepping in the spotlight, man. Scott.
But and I'm just messing around.
I
I
know.
know he's watching because he actually
you-
sent me a nice message saying he was happy you're going to be on. He was going to be watching. So
Yeah. He is. Scott's been a good friend for a very long time. I think we met in 2010. Yeah, very, very supportive guy and great dude.
Kipp,
Yes.
how do you feel about AI I've heard a lot about AI during the strike. How do
Yeah.
you feel about it?
So, look. I mean, it's for the things that we were fighting against and are fighting against. You know, AI writing scripts, AI, you know, being able to scan your face and putting that on someone else, and the studio owns that forever. Taking your voice and putting on someone else. You know, those things. I mean, you can see the natural progression where that would go. That there's going to be no one in this industry that would have a job
Right.
at some point. So that's an absolute hard no. I know that there's been a lot of visual effects teams that have spoken out in support for AI. When it comes to things like, you know, helping you create an image maybe of something that you're creating for visual effects or a background or something, while that traditionally has always been someone's job, I personally don't see the issue of someone using that to enhance the work they're doing on the visual side of things,
Like CGI.
CGI sort of things, you know, because it can just kind of expedite the process for them. You know, as long as it's not taking people's jobs away, and as long as the studio isn't owning someone's work forever that they haven't really been paid for.
Right.
Which is kind of the residual system. They take your work and use it over and over and over and over,
Mhm.
and you get nothing,
Mhm.
and that's where the residuals came in. So that's my thoughts on it. It's a complicated topic. There's some uses for it, but there are some other things that are scary because it take away
Hmm.
hundreds of thousands of
People's
jobs.
livelihoods.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I've heard of it, and I've kind of I think it's a cool little thing to play with,
Yeah.
but I don't think it's a cool little thing to take over. It's kind of like
Yeah.
these self checkout machines at
Mhm.
food stores.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
people
they're
want to see
cool.
the actual real person acting,
Yeah.
not some
It's
computer
funny.
generated thing.
Funny you mentioned that. I was at the grocery store last night, and there's this for the self checkout. There's this massive line of people.
Mhm.
It's
Mhm.
like 8 o'clock at night. Massive line of people, and then there's 2 cashiers open, and there's no line, and no one's going in the line
Mhm.
to check out with a person. They're standing in line to check out themselves, but
Mhm.
they're waiting in line to do that. I don't know.
Right.
It really hit me last night. It's just
Yeah.
everything's gotten up completely backwards.
That
Well,
doesn't
I
even make
think
sense. Why would they stand
Yeah,
in line to
that
self?
doesn't make
It's
I
sense.
don't know.
usually the
I
other way
didn't.
around.
Because
Well, no, I think
Weird.
I don't know if the new generation, and a lot of people just, to some people, going and buying stuff, they just want to go and buy stuff and go home. And you got a lot of these companies who either want, their employees to talk to them, engage, or, start upselling.
Mhm.
Mhm.
You don't want to go to, okay, so you go to the cashier and then, ringing up, oh, you're buying this. Have you thought of buying this? And, maybe you should get some wine, maybe, get some cereal. Like, a lot of people don't want to deal with that. They just want to get their stuff and go home.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sure.
you got some companies, they want, if you're a customer, as soon as you walk in, you're being saying hi to, how can I help you? You want this, you want that. And I mean, Steve's making faces. I know Steve likes to talk to people, but
No, I don't.
there
I
are a
don't
lot
want to
of
be talked
people.
to. I just want them to do the work for
And-
me. That's all.
Yeah.
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 Well, and that's the problem is there's so many, like this generation now, they're so used to, a one-sided thing. You do your videos with TikTok and you don't get really that much feedback. You get comments and stuff, but it's not verbal. It's
They're all
not
isolated.
interacting. And that's the problem with the generation this generation is they don't interact with people.
Yeah.
A lot of
They're
people do
isolated. It feels like,
Amazon. Yeah, Amazon, Uber Eats,
Uber Eats.
all of
Uber.
these curbside pickups. They don't interact with people. So
A
when
lot
they
of people
actually go to the store, they actually have like anxiety. Oh my gosh, people are in the store and I don't want to be here. I just want to go home and order it online. And
That's
and
true.
that's the issue. No
A
one
lot of
plays
people that work
outside. No one,
don't even
you don't
drive.
see kids outside playing. They're inside playing a video game by themselves. So they don't have those social skills.
Mhm.
Right.
And that's what the issue is. They
I
just want to
agree.
go, check out on their own,
Yeah.
don't talk to
Don't want to see anybody.
and leave.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And-
And that's going to keep getting worse and
Mhm,
worse.
it's
I
gonna
mean,
get worse.
it's. I mean, I have 3 daughters and teen daughters. I mean, the oldest is 21 now, but I've watched them over the past few years of how it's slowly, and their friends and their generation, of how that has happened, where they become less and less social with one another.
Mhm.
And there can be 12 of them sitting in a room, but it's silent because they're all
Yeah.
On the phone.
Yeah. You go to
Yeah.
a restaurant and everybody's on their phones.
Everybody's
Yeah.
on their phone.
Yeah.
Exactly. I want to say something about the checkout thing again. I have nothing. It's cool to go and try it out and stuff like that. And it's cool. And as far as talking to people, there's people that do want to go in and they want to, that's, maybe they don't have people to talk to and they go to the local neighborhood mart and they go and they want to, hey, how you doing? They like to be talked to. Maybe they don't have nobody to talk to. That's cool. I mean, I don't like talking to people. I just see how it's the directions going is those self-checkout machines pretty soon, if they can have it their way, they would be, instead of 4 or 5 of them and maybe 8 real checkouts, it would be 10 self-checkouts and 1.
Go to some Walmarts. I mean, it's basically
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's turning into that.
it's
Yes.
like
Right.
it's 30 self checkouts and 2 real checkers.
2 real. Yeah.
Right. And one person monitoring all those self checkouts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
What,
Yep.
just watching and they won't.
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't like it anyway. Kip, see what you did?
All right. Yeah. I brought it down, didn't I? I really brought it.
You really
made it
started
And then,
real.
and then you get those.
It was Eddie's question. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
Eddie
Well,
did it
because then
again.
you get those dishonest people who they're like, okay, I'll scan this one and I'll not scan this one and I'll scan this one, but I won't scan this. You know, and that just brings up
Yeah.
the price, and that just, you know.
I've seen people do that. I've
Yeah.
straight up watched people do that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they, you know, and some people have the philosophy like they're not paying me to check out my own stuff, so this is how I'm getting paid.
Yeah.
See, Kipp, when you come on the show, not only do you talk about you get dragged
Social
into other
issues,
stuff.
man. Yeah, real moral and social issues here.
It's just a different generation, different.
Yeah.
Like,
It is.
Eddie,
It is.
I'm going to change subject because this is going to get violent in a second. But Eddie, Kipp is on TikTok. I didn't know this. I just found that out yesterday.
Well, I'm on TikTok. A little bit of air quotes there. And that's a recent thing. I'm learning it very slowly. I've just thrown up a few trailers so far to some films, but
okay.
yeah, it's you know, I kind of avoided it for a long time because it's such a time suck. You know, you realize you get in there and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
where'd those 3 hours go?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to make good use of it and not get, you know, sucked in too deep.
Alyssa, can you read that comment? First of all, hello, Tammy. Hello, Montez. Hello, whoever said have a good weekend. There's a comment here that says something. You want to read it?
Yeah. I like how it is now because no one is a mind reader. You go at your own pace.
What is that?
I don't know.
What the hell does that mean, Kipp?
You check out your groceries at your own pace.
Yeah, at your own pace.
At your own pace. But I mean, I don't understand the mind reader stuff. I like how it is now because no one is a mind reader.
You know what? Now I'm really upset. I was at the store the other day.
Because you can't read the mind?
Hold on a second.
There we go.
I'm checking out. I go to the store I said I'd never go to again, right? Now I'm checking out. And it's this older guy, right? And I'm like, okay, you know, he's old school dude. He knows the ropes, right? So he's like, hey, what's up? Good morning. I say, hey, good morning. And I buy it's not a lot of stuff, but it could have used 2 bags, right? So he's all, would you like a bag? And I go, sure. He gives me 1 bag, all right. So he stuffs all my steaks, all kind, about 50 things in 1 bag, and there's 2 left over. And he's all, here you go, have a good day. And I looked at him, started laughing. I go, all right, thanks. I wanted to say, you know, we're a few of the last of the Mohicans that are supposed to be doing the right thing, you know. You probably should have said, hey, would you like some bags? And bag them, and if it takes 1, it takes 1. If it takes 2, if it takes 100.
Well, that's I mean, that's him doing that. That he's been burned. That, you know, I bet, you know, he backed, like, he split into 2 for a customer, and they got mad. And
no, this was ridiculous.
You know,
my steaks were breaking through the bag. I mean, I could have walked out. It could have broke. I mean, I'm good with stuffing. I like stuffing things.
Was it
Kipp?
Scott?
I'm good. I'm a good stuffer. What's that?
Was that Scott? Was that he working his grocery shift that day? Did he do that to you?
I bet you that was Scott incognito.
Scott was working through the strike. Had to go get a second job.
Yeah.
There you go.
All you have to do is ask if you need more bags.
Yeah,
I mean, just
I
ask.
was just surprised. It's like it doesn't take common sense. I could have. Let's say I never even stepped foot in the grocery store and they hired me off the streets. I could have said, "Hey, would you like me to bag your how many bags would you like?" I see somebody that has 20 things. I could fit this sucker in 1 bag. Like, come on, man. At least 2 or 3. I mean, I'm not the smartest guy, but I know you want to say we're paying for the
He was
bags
trying
anyway.
to save you 10 cents.
I don't give a shit. I'll pay for it. I'll pay $1 for a bag.
Don't worry, Steve. Soon you'll be bagging your own stuff.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Right?
It's people like that. That guy that's checking, that old guy, those check stands right around the corner are the ones that are going to take his job, and he doesn't even understand that.
And you're saving the world 1 grocery bag at a time, man.
I should have just said, you know what? Take the shit out of the bag, sir, and I'll put it in the shopping cart, and I'll wheel it out to my car like that.
And phrase it just like that. They love it when you talk to them that way.
Yeah, then I'm the guy that's disgruntled.
And then you are.
How about this concept, Steve?
What?
Bring your own bags.
Oh, now I got to bring my own bags to a grocery store that I'm paying money into the company. Shit, why don't I just come and...
You bring your own bags and you
Bring
can just
your own
reuse
stuff
the
up.
whole bag.
Why don't I just walk in the front door, pull my pants down, grab my ankles, and say, have at it. Who wants it, take it.
And nobody comes.
Well, I don't
bring
care.
my own bags. I bring my own bags. I have big, huge Costco bags, and I'll take it to Smart and Final. I don't care. Wherever I go, Put it all in my bag.
I feel like a Seinfeld episode is broken out here.
I'm very disgusted, Kipp. Very disgusted. Okay.
Steve's Kramer.
Well, Kipp, we've been described as the podcast about nothing. So
Yes, there you go. Okay, let's get back to what we're really here for. Kipp, what can we go? What is out? I mean, I know there's a lot. You got so many movies out. I mean,
Yeah. So
should we go see right now?
Look, Rebroken is one I would recommend for everyone. I mean, I know that I a little bit maybe more partial because I'm one of the leads in that, and I wrote it and produced it. But it's a really good mind-bending thriller. If you like, something that keeps you guessing from beginning to end, has a really good twist ending. Check it out. And it's that's one I would recommend. It's might be perceived a little bit as a horror movie. It's not, it's more of a suspense thriller, psychological thriller, kind of in the vein of The Machinist, that film from a few years back.
Yeah.
And so I would recommend people go see that. Hunt Club, with the one with Mickey Rourke and Mina Savari, is a fun action movie out in the woods. So that's a fun one. And then I've just basically go on my IMDb and you can kind of see the list there. And
what's the best way to see them? Is there a certain? Do you buy them on like Eddie's favorite Amazon or where?
I'm in order to comply with strike rules, I'm going to be careful on what platforms I'm going to tell you to watch it on. But basically, if you just Google one of them, type in the Stay movie or something like that, it will bring up a list of options for you. Of everywhere you can watch it, and then you can pick your favorite place, whatever that platform would be.
Very cool. Did you guys ever watch Rebroken? I remember we had Scott on. I watched it first one there.
I didn't get a chance to watch. I did watch The Stay though.
Yeah, Stay was good. Eddie, did you watch Rebroken like you promised you would?
No.
Remember you promised Scott?
I don't know. No, I didn't watch it.
I didn't like.
Yeah,
well,
get distracted by TikTok, man.
You were supposed to send me the link.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, see, look at that.
The link is google.com, and then you type in Rebroken.
Yeah, just there you go. Kipp, I'm glad you're here. Eddie, just Google it, Eddie. How did all of a sudden I become part of the actors thing? I'm just a fan like you guys. All I know is when the movie came out, I was the first one to buy it. I don't know. Probably a lot of people bought it, but when it came out that day, Kipp, I bought it to watch it, and it was a very good movie.
Love the support, man. We thank you guys for your support, and it's it's like a 90-minute movie. It's a nice quick watch. We're particularly proud of that one. We did it in a really short amount of days. That's one that Tobin Bell is in, Jigsaw.
Yes.
And it's Scott and I are in it. I would recommend it if you like ones that are a little bit mind bending and you got to try to figure it out before the end.
Now, Kipp, do you start one project and finish it through the end, or do you jump around from project to project?
So I usually have several going on at the same time. It depends on what I kind of signed on to be the project. Like there's been ones where I've gotten a call 10 days ahead of time, and be like, hey, can you come on and as an additional producer on this? Or some acting roles will be the day before. But then ones that I'm actively creating and involved in, it's usually there from development, sometime in development, or sometimes from the very beginning if I'm the writer. And then going all the way through production, pre-production, production, and then sometimes I'm the editor, sometimes I'm just overseeing post-production as one of the producers, and then into distribution, and then I send it out to distributors and kind of head that up. So it depends on the project. But to answer your question, I'm usually always in some stage, like I'm in post right now on a couple of films, trying to get distribution on another, and writing another for later this year. So it's juggling a few of those.
And what if we wanted to be extras on a movie? How would we go about doing that?
Hey, reach out to us, man. We absolutely could use you. Like, keep in touch with Scott and I, and we'll use you somewhere for sure.
Kill us off in a movie, huh?
Yeah.
Listen, the only way I'll do a shot if you get Michelle in there and we have some kind of romantic.
She's got that scene on the bed with her.
Right.
Oh God, yes, please. I'll pay you to be so I could be in the movie.
That's a new financing model. You guys pay us to be in it.
There you go. Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. We're gonna get this country back on track.
Right.
We'll figure it
Right.
out. Melissa, you got any
Yes.
last questions for Kipp
Oh gosh.
or anything?
No,
to
he
say?
already went over. Usually, my good question. What do you have coming out
Mhm.
soon? But he already went over all that. Yeah, I'm just glad the strike is over, and I'm a real.
Yeah.
I love to go to movies, so that's my thing. Is we go to movies at least 2 or 3 times a month.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, I love to watch the the non-popular ones, I guess. I don't know. My boyfriend always says I watch weird movies, but I like to watch the ones that are a little off.
Yeah, like probably like the indie movies,
Indie.
you know?
Yes,
Like,
indie
yeah, the
movies,
ones that the studios
exactly.
aren't cranking out, and yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
those are the ones I like to watch.
Good,
Very
good.
cool.
Then
But,
that's
yeah.
how we get to survive, you know, when people
Yeah.
like yourself watching and taking note of those.
And
What are
maybe
your
they call
favorite?
them-
What are
sometimes
your
they call them
favorite
the
kind of
B
movies?
My favorite
Kip,
kind of movies.
Do you prefer action?
I thrillers probably. I mean, I love a good comedy. They
Mhm.
just don't make them as much as they used to. They
Mhm.
hardly make them at all, it seems like. But I love a good thriller, like a really well-made thriller. I'm not so much into all the CGI. You know,
Mhm.
while I appreciate the superhero movies, I'm kind of over them for a bit. But I really, like a good murder mystery thriller. I really like those. Good crime thriller. I'm a really big fan of crime thrillers.
Very cool. Alberto, any advice for Kipp?
I don't think he needs my advice.
Double bag it at
Double
the
bag it.
grocery store.
Ask for 2 bags.
Just be very clear. Yeah, or just tell me as many bags as you need. Don't bag them heavy.
Right.
Paper inside the plastic, basically.
And yeah, here's the main thing, Kipp. When they say, "Would you like a bag?" they really mean, "Would you like a bag?"
A
A bag.
Even if you
A
have
bag.
100 items, just say, "I would like some bags, please."
Just next time, just hold your ground and say you want all the bags,
That's
every
right.
single one of them.
There
As
you
many,
go.
just say as many as it needs. Don't make them heavy.
Put one
One item
item
per-
in each
one
bag.
item per bag.
please.
Right. Right.
Yeah. If you're buying grapes, just one grape per bag.
Oh, here we go. Now this is getting ridiculous.
So if you're at that store and you see this man with the glasses coming in, just
Oh,
Run.
God, here we go.
just
I
many
basket too
bags-
much, huh? Okay.
Bring the pallet of bags out.
Right. That's the single grape guy.
Jeez.
Put one item in the bag and then put like 3 more empty bags in the bag and then charge
Here
them
we
for-
go. Look, I just wanted an extra bag, and look at all the chaos. And I'm paying for the bag.
Or you
Jeez,
gotta-
I didn't pay for the product.
You got to communicate there, Steve.
You know, there was a day when the customer was at least kind of right. Now the
Yeah,
customer ain't
And
shit.
that's never happened.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You know what? I'm very
There was a-
disgusted in this.
There was a time we
business.
tolerate the customer.
It was in theory only.
I should just start hunting. That's what
There
I
you
should
go.
do. But I don't think I can handle that. I can't run
Where
around
you
naked
gonna
with a
go
gun.
hunting? Yeah, where are you gonna go hunting around here?
You
Right
don't
off
have
the
to go hunting
freeway?
naked.
Right?
Sure you do.
The
You remember
overpass?
Tarzan?
Right.
Huh?
Pull
You're
off
not,
the
you're,
exit.
you're not Jim Thorpe or whoever that Tarzan
Jim
was.
Thorpe.
Whoever played Tarzan.
Who played Tarzan, Kip? The Tarzan, the original, the
Oh,
famous one.
Johnny Mueller. Does that sound
Yes,
right? He
yeah,
was
see
an
that-
Olympic swimmer. And now, so by the way, one of the Tarzans, Casper Van Dien's in Hunt Club, and he was one of the Tarzans.
Mm.
I worked with him. Yeah, Casper's a fantastic dude.
Is that the one with Mickey Rourke?
Yes. So
Hunt Club.
Casper Van Dien, I totally blanked on mentioning him. Mina Savari and Mickey Rourke. Yeah, those are our
See,
3 of our heavy hitters.
Kip, when you come on here, you figure things out that you forgot.
Yeah,
That's a
totally
good thing to come here.
See?
All right, Kip.
Refresh your memory.
We want to thank you for coming on. Hey, I
guys.
got to do this. You got any shout outs for anybody before we get out of here? The
Um,
stage
ma-
is yours, Kip. All you.
Man, shout outs would be to my teams that I've been working with and coming up. Obviously Scott Ham. We've got one coming out. We've done a few together already. Kenny Yates. I've done getting ready to do my 16th film with Kenny in 4 years.
Wow.
So we've done a lot together, both in front of and behind the camera. And Derek Wingo, a longtime partner in crime, he and I have got was working on that film with Kenny later this year. And Liam Nelligan is also working on that film too. So those are my shout outs for now, part of our team.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Everybody, Kipp made it very easy. If you want to watch one of his movies, just Google Kipp Tribble. And
you'll
your
find
movies should pop up and everything you've done, and you can decide where you want to watch it.
There you go.
Because Kipp doesn't want to tell you where to watch it because that's how you're supposed
next
to be.
time when the strike is over, I'll tell you.
There you go.
Everything.
When the strike's over, he's really gonna let you know.
Yeah.
He's gonna shove it down your throat like that guy at the grocery store did to me. Just messing around, Kipp. You're a good friend of our show, and I'm glad you came back on. And
absolutely, anytime.
Anytime you want to come on. You're so busy though. Like Eddie said, you got so many films you're working on.
That's why it took us so long to get them on.
Well, but you know what? Next week we're launching a crowdfunder for one of our films, so I'll take a look at that and spread it around if you'd like.
Yeah, send it over here, and we'll post it up over here too.
We'll do. Awesome.
All right, Kipp, you take care of yourself, and
thank you so
tell
much.
everybody we said hi.
We'll do. All right,
thanks
thank
for
you.
coming on.
Bye.
Absolutely,
Nice
appreciate it. Hi.
All right, that was Kipp Tribble. Kipp Tribble. Well, I'm glad he got to come on and open a can of worms that I didn't want to talk about. But we did get through his movies.
That was all Eddie with the AI talk.
Yeah.
There you go, Eddie.
I didn't think it was going
First,
to go
he's
there.
asking him to call out. He was telling Kipp to call out people who he.
I meant to say without naming names.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That didn't come out.
Imagine if he would have went. Mickey works a dick. Trejo's an asshole.
That's what Eddie doesn't like. Danny Trejo.
Oh, you don't?
No, I like Danny Trejo.
Oh.
Eddie, I think you're taller than him.
No,
He's a little guy. Danny Trejo's a little dude.
Eddie wants to fight him.
He's tall.
Danny
Actually,
Trejo?
Yeah, he's
Alyssa,
tall.
how tall
Let
is
me
Danny
see.
Trejo?
I don't know.
He's like 5'2" or so, 5'3" or something like that.
I want to go to one of his restaurants.
If you go there, you probably won't be able to see him. Kid, look over the little stand.
In the back.
He's a taco stand,
He's
right?
5'6".
Okay, 5'6". How
Oh,
tall
it's
are you,
about
Eddie?
my size.
How tall are you?
5'6", 5'7", 5'7".
Okay. Well, you're bigger
You
than
know who's short? I think Tom Cruise is short.
Yeah,
Tom
he's kind of
Cruise is
short too.
You know who's short? Danny DeVito.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Eddie.
Oh, breaking news from Eddie.
Yeah,
Right.
breaking news.
Are you sure?
Danny DeVito's a shorty.
Weather actors. Kiefer Sutherland. He's short.
Is he really?
Is he?
I heard.
Kiefer?
I'll check his site, but
You know,
I think
Sylvester
I think,
Stallone's short.
what's his
Is
name?
he?
Yes.
One of the guys on 24. I think they had to work at either one of them was like on a box or something, and
Prince
or
was
one
short.
was like
Prince-
short.
Prince was short,
shorter.
right?
Yeah. Prince was
Prince is
5'2".
5'2".
He was an
Damn.
inch shorter than me.
Wow, that's pretty
That's why
short.
he always wore heels.
We're just talking smack on Hollywood actors.
Yeah. Like we
It's
got
not
we got a
smack.
lot of balls to do that, huh? Oh,
Yeah, I'd like
my
to go to
gosh.
one of Danny Trejo's restaurants just to check it out.
Yes, tacos.
My bucket list, yeah.
We should go
Some
someday.
tacos.
Maybe we'll see him.
Yeah.
Eddie, we could ask if we could measure Eddie and Trejo together, see who's really tall.
Stand back to back.
Yeah, we put the ruler and see which way.
Ass to ass and see who's
I didn't
taller.
think it was that short.
Yeah, he is.
Hmm. Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, he looks big in the movies. They
Right.
want him to look big because he's like he's a tough
He's
dude.
like a macho man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Machete.
Kiefer Sutherland is 5'9" apparently.
Oh,
According to the
that's
internet.
average. That's average.
Elvis was
Eddie.
6 foot.
Was he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's pretty tall. Elvis was a tall dude. I didn't know he was that
Yeah.
tall. Interesting. All right, since we're talking shit on everybody, we might as well keep it going. Okay, Alberto's
who do we
gonna
hate
help
now?
me out on this one. Okay.
Okay, I didn't know that, but
Okay. Look at. If anything goes down and people get upset, it's because I'm sick, guys. Okay. This is the Sick Steve show. So
Is that all there?
are,
Not all there.
are
Is that
you
your
going to be
excuse?
like Roseanne Barr and blame it on whatever medicine she was on?
yes, I'm gonna be like Roseanne. I got the
Well,
medicines are. I can't even take medicine. Here's another thing. You guys don't know. I'm getting my knee surgery on Tuesday, so I'm
Allegedly.
sick and I can't take any medicines. I
Where
can't
is
take
your-
any pain relievers.
So where is
I'm
your
a mess.
transitioning on?
Huh?
The word is you're transitioning, not knowing.
No, I'm not
That
transitioning.
the knee is a cover story.
No, come on, man. Eddie, stop it.
I
him to
didn't say
stop.
that.
I was just jumping on Eddie. Look at we're going after everybody today. Forget it. It's
Eddie-
Alyssa's birthday, and we're gonna make sure everybody celebrates.
You were right, Steve. You were right. Eddie sent me a text message. Make that joke.
Why can't you take any medicine? It's not till Tuesday.
Because I guess it thins your blood. You want to bleed
Yeah.
out on the table or what? Jesus.
You can't take anything, I think, for a week before.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Be sick ones, they won't.
Oh.
Oh God, here we go. Every time at 10, we may have to do this show a little earlier. Now, if this thing keeps skipping, we know at 10 o'clock, I think it might be our old cartoonist.
Oh boy.
I'm really upset now. We're going after everybody.
If you're listening, sir, it's the medicine talking. Okay.
Medicine. I'm not any medicine.
Rub your body in
it's
Vicks
the pain
Vapor Rub,
talking.
Steve.
I don't want to rub in that. I don't want to do that. I don't use Vaseline or I don't use that Vicks Vapor, whatever.
Use a neti pot.
You know, I did try Vaseline one time when I was taking care of myself because that was the saying of the day, right? Oh my God, the worst thing I've ever done. I had that shit on me for about a month. I tried it and it was like
nice and shiny.
Yeah, it was shiny. It was all the hairs were all nice and I could part it and everything, but
It looked
Like a
appealing.
mustache.
like Raleigh fingers.
Raleigh fingers.
Like if you use a neti, have you ever used a neti pot?
I used the one with just not the pod, but that came with the bottle. It's the same thing. You put
And
the
it
fluid
shoots
in it.
all inside. Yeah, that'll like dry you up. Use the solution and it dries you up.
Yeah, but it's more of this isn't, as long as it's not running, I'm okay. But it's more of the body aches I'm getting over and just that ugly feeling. But anyway, I just got to be better by Tuesday. And
He's been
it's
gay
more-
Good luck.
been gay for what?
for aches and pains.
Oh, my whole body. Okay, here we go. Who are we going after next?
I don't know.
Oh, guest. Here we go. Okay, if we know now at 10 a.m. this thing starts to freeze. I don't know why. So we're gonna have to figure this out.
The position of the sun.
Probably. Okay, Albert, you need to help me out with this.
Okay.
A lot of guests that come on either podcast shows or radio shows for interviews and stuff. I think they should get paid to come on, and I don't think that they understand that radio people, stations, and podcast, they don't pay people to come on. It's more for them to come on if they want it. They are the ones usually asking to come on to promote something, and the show, whatever it is, whether it's a radio or a podcast, it's up to them to say, okay, yeah, we'll have you on, because not only will it help their show, it helps them, to promote their whatever. And I think a lot of people don't understand that. Am I right on this or am I wrong?
Well, I don't book guests, so I don't know. Are you inviting people and they're asking for money?
No,
Is that what you're saying, or?
I've heard it in the past, and hey, how much does it pay, and this and that, and then you have to explain to them and all this, but that's not how it works. It's
I don't
you're
know how it works
welcoming,
in
you're
radio
being
and
welcome
TV.
on the show, huh?
I think sometimes they get paid by, they're actors or something, or models. They get paid by their agencies or the studios to do that. I think we could ask Kipp, but if you're an actor, they probably put in the contract, part of your pay is, when it's time to promote, you're gonna go on these shows.
It's up to you to promote the movie we're paying you to be in, or whatever you're doing.
That'll be part of your pay. You got to go on our lease. Well, let's say, okay, you go on the late night shows.
You have to go on the promotional tour.
You're right.
And
Completely right.
And then they do the stuff. I think that they go sit in a hotel room, and it's just like a computer monitor, and it's just, here's the morning show from Des Moines, Iowa. They talk for 10 minutes, take a 5-minute break, and from Topeka, they've said they have to do this like they're on the whole day. They were doing live shots or they're doing pre-recorded for the next day. But
and you would do that because you're in the movie.
The studios will put that in their contract. So, but if it's like an Instagram model or somebody, who's
doing their own thing, and say they're their own business and they want to come on and say, hey, I got this product.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, okay, well, they're coming on they want radio show or podcast show to pay them to come on to promote something they want to blow up, to make a
Well,
lot of money. And not only are
that-
we going to pay them, but then they're going to get paid for. It doesn't work. They're
Well,
coming
that-
on and we're helping them sell their product.
That depends. I mean, if the podcast has the money to do it, maybe they throw them a few bucks. If not, that's
No,
well. I mean,
that's.
I don't know.
I mean, I guess if you
well,
want to
once
if you
again,
want to
this-
spend
once
money
again-
on a guest that's coming on to make money off you, I guess you could do that if you're like rich as hell. I guess you could
Yeah.
do it, but I don't think that's how it works.
Well, I mean, it's kind of what I mean. Maybe with these models, they think it kind of works like, they charge people like some of them like they're going to do a car show or something. They charge the people whatever $500 for the day, and they go pose with the car in the bikini, and they think well, these podcasts are the same thing, but it's not, or maybe to some it is. They
Yeah.
don't.
That would be like us having, let's say a model came on and we say, hey, can you wear a shirt to one of your events?
Yeah.
Now I see.
No,
Okay,
no,
we'll pay you. We'll pay you for that.
Yeah.
But if she or he calls and says, hey, is it okay if I wear your shirt? Yeah, go for it. Go for it. If you want to wear it on your own, cool. But if we ask you to do something that's our brand, then of course you would be expected to pay, right? That's why I think, I don't know. But
then I don't know. I don't know the way you do it. If you contact some people, hey, you want to be on our show, and they say okay about how much you're going to give me.
No,
and
I've
say
heard
no.
people have said stuff like that, and I go, we don't pay guests. So everybody listening, we don't pay guests to come on the show. If you want to come on to promote your brand or whatever it is, and we have room and we can fit you in, you're welcome to come on the show. But we don't pay anybody. Don't think you come on and don't get paid and we're paying everybody else. I hate to come on here and say that we don't what we're doing behind the scenes.
We don't get any money for this.
Yeah, I don't get paid.
Yeah, we don't.
Hey,
the people that come on don't pay us to come on the show either.
Right.
It's not like, how we get paid is when we have a sponsor, and if we're able to sell their stuff, we get a percentage if we're able to do it. Now we got to work at it, and hopefully people listening will buy the stuff from our sponsor. Then we'll get paid. So we're working for it, just like you got to come and work for whatever it is that you want to sell or whatever it is you're doing. If you just want to sell your pretty face, that's fine. You got OnlyFans you want to sell? Come on with your pretty face and go, I'm on OnlyFans. If you want to see more, there's where you can go. And I know there's some that go, I want to see her naked. I'm going to be on there. I'll check it out. Or if she's selling a perfume or whatever, Underwear. Yeah, there you go. Anything. Anybody sells anything. It's the age of, it's everybody. It's open season for everybody. You could be a star on YouTube. You could be a rock star on YouTube and never tour. You could just go and do a song, and if people love you, you can blow up, and that's it. Yeah. Isn't that how, what's his face did? That kid?
Chocolate Rain?
Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber.
All those.
Bieber.
That guy's a rich little dude, right? Well, he's a man now, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's a married man now.
Yeah, he's don't have to worry about money unless I don't even know if he can blow all that money, but anyway, my point is you don't get paid to come on the show. You can come on and promote, and if you're welcome to come on and we have room, you're welcome to come on, have a good time, promote your show, or promote your stuff. We don't every day, every guest we have, we're promoting them because we got no time in our life. We're promoting them because they came on the show and they want to be part of our show. And in return, we're going to help them expand whatever it is they're doing. Not money-wise, but promotional-wise. Oh, God. No wonder I'm sick. So, Alyssa, how do you feel? You look so young, and you are young. Still as hot as ever. I'm not even going to ask your age because that's something Eddie would do. Eddie has no filter. He'll say, hey, how old are you, gal? I don't do that stuff. Eddie, would you ask Alyssa how old she was?
No.
He's like, yeah.
And Eddie would internet stalk her, try to find out.
No.
Oh, no. Would you, Eddie?
If I
want to know her age, if I want to know her age, I would ask her. Would you mind? Do you mind? No.
Would you ask her live here, or would you ask her off?
No.
I'll tell you how old I am.
Well, yeah. Well, listen, you're a little different than other people.
I am 52
you're open.
years old.
I would say, do you
Damn,
mind,
over the hill.
you
Yep.
look so young. Do you mind telling me how old you are?
See, Eddie tries to
And if-
sugarcoat stuff. I would never ask a woman how. I would wait and see, because some women will say, like Alyssa, and some women will say, I don't care how. I don't mind
I don't
telling
care. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you got
you. You wait. If they don't, then you ask them in private. Hopefully when you're in bed.
You got to listen for clues. She'll say, "Oh,
Booze clues.
I saw that movie when I was 15 years old." And then you had to go find out. Oh, yeah, it came out in 71 or something.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what I
did
was born.
Did you get a
graduate high
Rubik's
school?
Cube? Did you get a Rubik's Cube when you were little?
I did. I graduated high school in 1989.
Well,
You ask me anything. You know me. I don't care.
Eddie, what year did you graduate? So we might as well get this all out in the open.
From high
Since
school
it's
to
just
junior
her
high.
birthday, everybody's gonna know
We
her
want to
ages.
see our we want to see our identity. Just
86.
sit and listen. We're gonna give you all our information.
Yeah, Eddie was born in 1980,
I
1976.
graduated
Oh.
in 86.
Graduated.
Okay, so Eddie graduated in
86.
86.
86.
Steve
Oh,
didn't
wow, I
graduate
thought-
at all.
89. Alberto?
96.
96.
96?
96?
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Wow, you're so young.
Dang, you're just young.
96?
He's the baby
Oh,
of the group.
get out of here, you Get this
What?
guy. Look at his face. Can you
What?
look at him laugh when he says it? Get out of here.
Well, what do you think
You're more ridiculous than that checker I ran into the other day.
You want to see my high school diploma?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Oh,
I
look
mean-
at he's
Yes,
got
I
it.
need to see it. Just might be. Oh, I'm glad he had pants on. Yeah.
I don't even know where my high school diploma is.
I don't even.
Alyssa?
I don't either.
So
I
what did
tried
you
to
do?
get it.
What was the highlight of your birthday so far in this month that you've done that
The first day of
you
the
would like
month.
to share? The
The
first day.
of the month. The first day of the month on September 1st
What
is
happened?
when I picked up my new car.
Oh, you got it on the first.
Oh, really? That was a nice gift.
Mhm.
Oh, Eddie, did you know she got a new?
Yeah,
car?
I knew she got a new
Oh.
car. It's a Jeep, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's it coming along? Is it nice? You
It's
love
good.
it?
It's good. I'm still waiting for the side rails to come, the side steps to come in. And,
Damn. I saw it too. It's a very nice car. Well, you should have.
that was.
What took you so long? You said
don't
your
know.
boyfriend kind of pushed you into
Yeah,
doing
he
it.
did. I kept saying, I want to do it. And then I was like, oh, we got to buy this. We got to buy that. Just getting stuff for the house. And then I'm okay. Now I got to pay off because I had put like the bed and I put everything like kind of on credit because I was trying to build my credit
Yes.
before I got the Jeep. Because I didn't really have credit. Because my philosophy is if I don't have money to buy it, I'm not going to
Don't
buy it. So now I just wanted to build up my credit. And then it was like, oh, well, my daughter's getting married. So now I'm going to need money for that. And then he's like, just do it. You're never going to do it. Something always going to come up.
You know what? I'm starting to like your boyfriend. Yeah, you know what? There's things you can do, and you're always like, nah, I don't want to get in debt. But if you think about it, that's how the world runs.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
if you
mean,
don't
not
just-
everybody could go out and buy a car with cash.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just not going to happen.
No.
Most of the world runs on credit anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how life is, and
Hmm.
you got to just do it. It's.
Yeah.
I mean, when
What
you
can-
die, hopefully you
what can-
leave it behind for
What continuation
for loved
school
ones.
is that, Alberto?
What?
What is it? What is it from a continuation school or is it?
See,
El
and you
Camino?
guys, wait a minute. See, you guys always jump
John,
over
you went-
me about.
You went to
messing
John
around.
Glenn?
Yes.
Wait a minute, Alberto.
Oh,
he's
wow.
he's making fun of you, and if
He
it
went
was
to
me,
John
you'd
Glenn.
jump all over me, all over my ass.
No, it's you.
John
You know,
Glenn.
Eddie's a man of good stature, so he can make fun of me.
Oh, just because he's taller than
I'm not
Trejo.
making fun of him. I'm not making fun of you.
Yeah, it's because he's shorter than me.
Eddie, you should grow your hair out like Trejo.
I'm trying, Steve.
Oh boy. Okay, let's see here. Let me see if it looks like it was written in with
John
pen.
Glenn.
Given this 19th day of June, 1996. I know it's kind of blurry.
Oh, yeah. It is 96. Wow.
All right. So calculate, Alyssa. How old is he?
46.
No,
God damn, that was fast.
Yeah.
96.
I think she already had it in her mind.
Oh my
No,
God.
because I'm
Well,
thinking.
first of all, I have to say I graduated at 17, not 18. So
So did I. I graduated at 17. So if I'm 52,
here's
That's
my
7
yearbook,
years.
96.
He's
that's
42.
7 years. So 50. Oh, 52
42?
minus 7. Sorry.
He's
I was
42.
thinking, you know what? I messed up. I thought I was 53. I'm not. I'm 52.
50.
I'm 52.
You did say you're 52, didn't you?
Yeah, but I was calculating in my head. 53
So-
minus 7 is 46. It's not.
So he's
It's the
45.
math show, folks.
45. Yeah.
Okay.
He's 45. I
All
messed
right,
up.
and Eddie is 57.
Gonna
Eddie
be,
graduated in 86, so
80
he's
I'll be 50,
55?
56.
next month, November.
Yeah. He'll be
Oh, that's
56.
56. That's right. Novembers are coming up. Birthday months.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
And you, Steve
October.
and I are
No,
the same
October's.
age? Or
October's
are
the
you
next.
53?
Who's 53?
Are you 53 or 52?
Alyssa, how dare you?
We graduated at the same time. It
I'm
depends.
50
Did you
I'm 50
graduate when you were 18 or did you graduate when you were
Okay,
17?
I guess everybody wants to know. I'm 51, Alyssa.
He's
You know how many
50
people have asked me, and I go, "Don't ask me my age."
Okay.
Yes, stupid people.
Alyssa, he's 58. He got help back a few years.
58. I'm 51.
Because you haven't had your birthday yet.
I was
He
born.
flunked
In,
kindergarten a couple of times.
okay,
Yeah.
were you born in 71 too? 1971.
Yeah.
And you're going to be 50. You're 52.
Yeah, I just turned 52.
Oh well, I'm going to be 52 next month.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You haven't had your birthday yet.
Yeah.
So you're 51.
So Eddie's the old
51.
man in the group, and I'm the baby of the group.
Oh, wait. Let's not get away from Eddie's. What are you, Eddie? Eddie?
Edgy.
You're edgy. Eddie.
Put on my what?
You're 55.
He'll be 56. Yeah, he's
I'm gonna be
55.
56.
And November. What is your birthday? November.
10.
Okay, November 10. And let's remember that because I know they're in Alberto and Eddie's are in November, but they never tell me. We got to secretly pull it out and then write it down and never ask them again.
Because we don't care for the attention.
Well, it's not
Like-
about
like-
attention. It's
Like
just,
birthday month grow up above me.
Yep.
oh, here we go. Hey, you know, she's a
November.
girl. Let her be a girl. God.
You know what's funny? All my brothers were all born on the 10th, July 10th, October 10th, and I'm on November 10th.
Oh, that was a straight on cycle.
Mm-hmm.
It appears
You know what?
Eddie and
I got a story
well,
about my wife.
well, I think just Eddie and I were victims of Valentine's Day sex, apparently.
Oh, really? So 9 months. Oh, so okay. Here we go, Alyssa. It's 9 months from Valentine's Day. Is what?
That's November.
14th,
November.
November 14th or 13th. So the
10th.
Alberto's is November 13th. Alberto's is November 13th. Eddie is November 10th. That's what I'm guessing.
Nope.
Okay, well, it's around there.
I can say as for me, no.
Alberto's the 8th.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Eddie. Eddie knows because we discussed this many times off air. Many times. This, you know what? Another thing that's got me upset is my wife.
Oh no.
Listen to
no.
this. So her birthday was this month, right?
Yeah, get some popcorn, folks.
Okay. I hate to bring this because I don't like to talk about, I have two lives. Okay. I have this life, the married life, and then I have the show life. I try not to mix them because I just don't. But I'm sick and I don't know what I'm doing today. So I'm going to do it anyway.
It's the lack of medicine talking there, Maggie.
Yep.
So she has a birthday and
You got her a bowling ball?
I had to work, right? So I figured, okay, well, we'll do something on the weekend. I'm off. So,
She's not-
I don't know why I did it. I don't know why I did it.
She's not having it.
Not having it. I don't know why I did it, but okay, we'll do something. We're off because that's what we do with mine all the time. If it lands on a day when we're both busy, we'll just do it when we're off on a few days later or whatever. Because me, I don't care. I don't need a cake. I don't need anything. And maybe some ass or something, but I don't need no cake, no cards, no nothing. And anyway, I said, okay.
A whole show dedicated to you.
So as the day was going on, she kind of said, okay. But as the day was going on of the day, and it started getting later, then it started coming out where I just thought you would have got me at least a card. And I go, well, I was going to give you.
Also too.
Yeah,
Well,
flowers. or something.
Hold on a second. Hold on. We had discussed it.
They got flowers where you work, man. You're just gonna buy a.
Listen to me though. We had discussed it, and I know I usually do, but I fell for it this time because she's all, "Don't worry about it. We'll do something on this day." And I'm dumb sometimes, very very dumb. And I said,
Sometimes.
I believed it. I believed in her.
You should know better.
I know. I know.
And listen,
So what did I do?
Women never say what they mean, right?
And I needed to go to bed, right? Because I needed to go to work. And, I was going to sleep only like 3 hours anyway. So here I go. I get out of bed. I got to run around town, get a gift, get a cake, get everything I needed to get for the birthday. And then she was happy. So I go, I did tell her, I go, you know what? I should have not listened to, I never do. And I always do what I'm supposed to do. But I didn't do it this month because I believed in her when she was telling me, looked me square in the eyeballs. Not the balls, but the eyeballs. I said, Dad, don't worry, we'll go on this day, like Saturday or something.
Mhm.
Like, okay, because I had to go to work in a few hours. I hadn't slept. So I go, okay, thanks. I thought, hey, we're been together a long time, and we're taking care of each other now. And nope. So I had got up and I did the right thing, Alyssa.
Good.
I wanted to
You
share
had-
that.
You had all day. You said,
Sacrifice your sleep.
Basically, yeah, I had all day, and
you said you had all day to.
basically in her mind, you had all day
Yeah.
to do
You had all
something.
day, and you did
Mhm.
nothing.
All I was doing was chores around the house. I not like I was sitting down naked with my balls hanging out and looking at porn or nothing. I was busy working around the house. So, stuff was, you're going to make me sound like I do things around the house like I'm a woman, and I'm not going to do it. I'm not that sick. I was doing things around the house, though. Sick. I was sick.
Hang in, folks. Steve's having a breakthrough here.
Yes.
Okay.
Make
before,
I'm a man, damn it. I'm a man.
Hey, make it extra special this weekend, Steve.
no, it's over.
Oh, it's
Oh.
over.
I did what I had to do.
Steve married correctly. I can't imagine having to deal with Alyssa, a whole month of this.
No, hell, I can't do that. No. No, sorry.
And Alyssa with the man, with like Junior's Hanukkah, like every day that the gifts get getting bigger.
I'd just give her the card, and then I'd take it back and give her the same card the next day, then steal it back. I had to figure something out because
Steve would give her the card on September the 1st and then just drive away.
come back in a month.
He's staying in a hotel for the month.
Right.
Okay, before we
He's
get out of
going
here,
camping.
I got two things to talk about real quick. Okay, I don't know if I talked about this last week, but laundry undies, bathroom undies, or bedroom undies. Which are the best ones, Eddie, to steal? I mean, not
Bedroom.
steal, but to raid. Why do I use that
Bed-
word for it? This is from you guys.
Like when we're stealing.
Bedroom undies.
Bedroom ones laying in the bedroom floor by the bed, one's in the laundry hamper, or one's laying in the bathroom, maybe by the shower or whatever.
Bedroom.
Alberto?
I don't steal.
Okay, raid. Say you're in college and you're going on a raid.
I'm still, same thing.
Hey, you showed us your diploma that you're a big man. Let's say you're in college and you're doing a raid.
I'm an intellectual. Okay, yeah, I don't steal.
Can't you just, for the show, you're going on a M25 panty raid.
Laundry room.
Okay. Alyssa, you're not going to do that. Well, I take all three.
Whoa. If she needs some, she has to go get some.
Steve doesn't matter what they are. As long as they're on the floor dirty, he's getting them.
Yeah, I'll take all three. That's right. Okay, and last but not least, interesting last names. Okay, I have to put my glasses up here. Okay, these are people with last names that are kind of, interesting. I'm going to read some off. Last name Seaman, Eddie.
Seaman.
People with the last name Seaman. McNutt.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, can you? Yeah, thank you.
Seaman, McNutt, Cum, Clam Pit, Shuffle Bottom, Axeman, Icock,
What is it?
Icock?
AYCOC.
Oh, yeah, ICOC. Yeah.
Beaver, Beach. Is it beach or bitch? BICH.
Beach. It sounds like
Beach.
bitch, but it's beach.
Bone. I guess it's supposed to be boner, but it's boner.
Yes.
Misunderstood. Misread.
Cobbledick, Cockburn, colon, condom.
This is the extent of Steve's internet research right
Yeah,
here.
exactly. He's got a big old list. Hard
Oh
dick,
boy.
hard
Tune in-
meat.
tune
And
in
he's
next
laughing like a 5-year-old.
Because it's a
Horse
Steve.
dick.
What do you expect?
Sex whale? What the heck? Who has fucking sex whale?
You're just making shit up at this point.
Yeah.
Made
Tit
those
ball?
up.
You can't talk anymore.
This is real stuff. This is real stuff, guys. Eddie, look it up. Google it. This is real people's last
No,
names.
don't Google
Oh
it,
my
Eddie.
God.
Who knows,
You think I would sit here and make these names up?
who knows what black web websites he's going to?
What's
what
the
was
whale?
one sperm whale?
You know, these poor
Sex
people
whale.
have had a hard
Sex whale.
life. You know, I've been teased up and down, and here they tune into the M25 show, Mr. Whale Dick, and he's getting made fun of by Steve.
Sperm whale.
Sperm whale.
Sperm whale is sex whale.
Oh, sex whale.
It's sex
You
whale. Is that
forgot
what
cocker. You forgot cocker.
it's Cocker? Yeah, there was sex whale. There's a last name sex whale.
Sex whale.
You know, I do
Alyssa,
think-
what if you had a last name like what would be a last name you wouldn't want out of all these?
Hard dick.
you have
Although McNutt is kind of funny.
You know, you have to think at some point,
Alyssa
some guy
McNutt.
would have to go to Hall Records. You know, I'm changing my last name. I'm ending this. You
Right.
know, why are you? I mean, especially if you're the guy, you're passing on the name. Why are you even having children at this point?
Right?
That is. I mean, I guess you lived through it. You kind of know, but geez, you know, you change your last name or that's it. Just end the bloodline right there.
His name's Richard Hard Dick. And then they call him Dick for short. Dick Hard Dick.
Eddie Cockburn. These are people's real last names. I didn't make this up.
I had a
Oh.
friend in this is it, but her name was Zoila Becerra, which in Spanish is it's translated "I'm the cow."
The whole name.
How do you say it?
Zoila Becerra.
Oh man, I'm a cow.
Translated in English, it's "I'm the cow."
How about you? Would you be okay with Alyssa Beaver?
Yeah.
You can get away with. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be good. Like if I made shirts for everybody, and I put our last names on the back. I tell T-shirt guy, yeah, this is for our co-host, our female co-host. Her last name's Beaver.
Oh.
All right, that's enough for me. I'm gonna pass out. Oh my gosh, I think that was it. Alberto, you have any last words for this show?
No.
Yeah, when he has last names.
Alberto Shufflebottom. You
I
guys
don't have.
think that's
I,
funny?
unfortunately, I don't have the list, so I can't pick one for you.
I sent it to you.
Like
Right,
Jeb
I
Clampett.
can't get into it.
Jeb
So-
Clampett.
Clamp it.
Add Androids can't accept iPhone
They-
stuff.
There's a link. I have to sign into my Apple account, but apparently
Oh.
Oh,
my
I should-
my account hasn't been used in a long time, so it's locked.
Alberto Hardmeat.
Or
What's up, Betty?
Alberto.
Hey, don't encourage this bullshit.
That's one of the last name. The last.
Oh.
Fucking unfair. I'm
Hardmeat.
a disadvantage here. I'll come up with some names for Steve for next week.
I didn't make them up. I
Titball.
did. Alberto Tidball.
Oh my gosh.
Did you just? You really look these up?
Yes. What do you think? I sat down and made these names up?
Who knows?
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
There was actual names. Somebody's last name was actually Assman too.
Oh my gosh. Like the
Um,
license plate?
Yes, and I think Bonner. Is it supposed to be like Boner? But is
Bonner.
that it? Really says Bonner
Bonner.
though.
Yeah.
Supposed to be
Actually, I
Bonner.
actually know somebody whose last name is Bonner, Bonner, and his nickname is Boner.
But they probably miss.
But so a lot of them lean into it, I guess.
They probably missay it.
Huh?
Like hard meat and cockburn. That stuff. That's hard to believe. You're right. Would you change your name if it was something like that, Alyssa? Like hard dick or
Yes.
cockburn? Or
Well, I mean, for women, it's
how
kinda
about horse?
easier 'cause,
Alyssa
I mean,
horse dick.
for women, unless they're like big time feminists, it's kind of easy, just marry a guy and take his name. But I
Yeah.
guess for guys, I mean, like I said, either I can't believe
Oh,
some
that-
people don't go, or as soon as you grow up, I guess you just lean into it. I mean, you went through school, the kids teased you, you
Yeah.
probably have
you're
hard,
over it.
tough skin,
Yeah.
and you can deal with it. But I
So
don't know.
if you married a dude and he had one of those last names, would you say, hey, is it okay if I keep my last?
yeah, let's say you
Or he carries your name or something?
Right.
your boyfriend has one of these names and he asks you to marry him. Do you keep your last name?
Or do you ask,
He
hey,
does have one of those. He does. His last name's Serrano. And I call him my spicy chile.
Savano? What is Savano?
Serrano.
Oh, Serrano. Well, that's not bad. That's just chili. That's kind of like a compliment. Like, yeah, I got a big chili there. I mean, if it was like Ron.
Oh, he froze.
Steve's gone away.
Steve freezes at the end of the show.
Yeah, look at him. He's totally frozen.
Yeah, but I don't hear the hum. So he's
yeah.
Sorry, Steve, you're gone.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he made those names up.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there are some like that. Yeah, we hear you now.
Yeah, there we go.
That was a super freeze. Hey, when 10:30 hits, that means it's time to go. I think somebody's messing with it.
I think that's your wife messing with the Wi-Fi just because she's still mad.
Hey, I bought the cake. I already bought the cake and everything. It's good. Oh my god!
Now.
All right, we better get out of here before. What's that?
Bought the cake and ate it too.
That's right. We better get out of here before we freeze off the air.
Right.
Let me see here. Okay, we like to thank our guest Kipp Tribble for coming on. Google Kipp Tribble and check out his movies. Very easy.
And,
just Google Kipp Tribble, and it's spelled the way it sounds.
KIPPTRIBBLE.
Yep.
That's right. All right, guys. We'll see you guys next.
Give a shout out to Natural Wonders. If you're listening to the podcast, just go to the show notes. You'll see the link and the promo code M25 Show 25% off. If you're watching on Facebook and YouTube, behind me, the M25Show.com. Go to the sponsors link. You'll see it right there.
Exactly. The M25Show.com. All info is there. Sponsored by stuff.
That's that man's name right there, apparently.
Who?
He's Mr. M25Show.com.
There you go.
Because he can't put his regular name like the rest of us.
Oh, there we go. It's time to go.
He's special, folks.
See you guys.
Bye.